We're in the desert, baby. We're in Peru. KTM decided to launch the 1290 Super Adventure R in the desert. Not legal! That's because we got the dongle on, which allows the removal of ABS and traction control and things like that. Obviously you don't want that shit in the desert. So predominantly the changes over the 1190R is suspension and a few chassis tweaks here and there. Of course we've got 160 horsepower. Basically it's an engine off a Super G. Circuito Turistico. Here we go. So we've also got the new TFT dash, which I think you'll agree looks pretty grand. This is so fucking cool. I want to pinch myself. Whew! Lost for words. I love my job. Oh, someone's lost a flip-flop. You know, it's a big old bike. I don't know the weight figures, but you know, as you should know by now, weight is just a number to me. If it feels light, it feels light. If it feels heavy, it's a heifer. But this thing is doesn't feel heavy. The clutch is beautifully light. The throttle's much improved over old KTMs. We're in off-road mode, so we've got 100 horsepower. Because you know, 160 horsepower off-road is asking for trouble, especially in my hands. Oh god, this is just fucking awesome. This is fucking awesome. Oh fuck. We are literally doing the Dakar. This throttle is very, very nice. So we're in off-road mode, as I said, because we don't want 160 horsepower. And usually you get some sort of sacrifice with ride-by-wire and dulling down power. You get sort of a loss of direct feed into the rear wheel, but this is really nice. It doesn't feel intimidating. It certainly does when you look at it. I mean, it is. I think it looks bloody awesome in terms of big bastard traileys, adventure traileys. This is it. It's like the motorcycling equivalent of a Yorkie. Interestingly enough, the bikes are now being developed in parallel with the factory, the Austrian factory in the US. And you can tell, yeah, it's hot now. Apparently it's going to get up to 38 degrees. Perfect from a fat lad from Bristol who sweats when he's wiping his arse at home. There's always that temptation to pin it when you see a crest or any sort of rise in the dunes. And then I see those Dakar videos on TV where you end up going flying over the bars or hitting something on the other side and death ensues. It feels like such a toy. You can boss this front end. It feels very, very light and willing to be abused, which is always good off-road. Those three wise men, they had a semi by the sea. I've got a semi from riding you. Yeah! Woo! We've got at least 2 foot of air then. Ultimately, I think 99% of the bikes that come into the UK and probably across the world will never be able to do this, but it's good to know you've got a toy in the garage that will essentially be able to do a Dakar rally. Maybe we'll see if KTM can give us one for Western Beach Race. But that's the closest thing we'll get to doing coming here. So this is the Peruvian equivalent of Cornwall. It's a fishing village. People actually live here apparently, and as the name suggests, they go fishing. For such a big, brutal beast, it's so easy to ride this thing. KTM worked a lot on the bottom end of the motor and ride by wire, and just how smooth it is right at the bottom. You can take it to 2 grand, put it along at 2 grand every day without stuttering or any issues, so much improved. And I said the balance of the bike, it doesn't feel like 220 kilos, it feels like a toy, it feels like a big motocross bike. And I'm no off-road god, trust me. A god maybe, but not off-road. I think she wanted me. Wow. Hoy Cevicheria. Don Chichito. Oh, the old Don Chichito. So the front feels like it's perfectly poised, perfectly planted all the time, and you can just play with the rear end and let it do the steering. Like I said, it just feels like a toy. Just stupidly light. Wow. Wow. I'm not sure if the Peruvian locals do a trail guide ride, but you need to do this. To be fair, it looks rough and I'm making it sound rough, but I'm sitting down now and it's doable. The suspension is so much better than the old bike, for off-road anyway. We'll see what it does to its road etiquette, but also we've got TKC, Continental TKC tyres on to help with off-roading, whereas the UK riders and owners in Europe will get Continental Trail Attack 2, I believe. But these TKCs are predominantly off-road tyres, so hence why we're doing what we're doing. You know those boil in a bag spuds? That's what my testicles feel like now. So we just double dropped 2 cans of Red Bull and had a bit of a rave in the desert. Woo! Back to the grind. Got to remember these are fucking hell. Remember that these are roads with actual cars and other vehicles on. Oh fuck. So we're out the Parc de Natural, whatever you call it, and we can go where we want now. Proper dune spec. I'm definitely out of my comfort zone now, but it's got to be done. Whoa, some big old rocks. Fuck, there's some big old rocks. Shit. Whoa, fuck. Whoa! Fuck! Fucking! Oh, I need a poo. A poo. Yeah. I think the job's fucked up here, isn't it? So we're right in the middle of the dunes now, but we've got an issue. One of the guys has got a puncture on his front wheel, so obviously can't continue, so we're going to wait for the truck to rescue our asses. Whew. I don't think I've ever been so hot.
Ladies and gentlemen.
That's almost art.